Welcome, my dear students of Class 8. Today, we will learn a new lesson that is titled Wishing. It is a poem written by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. This poem is a very optimistic poem, okay? The meaning of optimistic is expecting the best thing out of life, expecting the positive things or expecting good things from life, okay? So this poem throws light on our real purpose on this earth, that why we are here on this earth, or what is the actual purpose behind it. Now, before we dive into the poem, let us learn about the poet. Ella Wheeler Wilcox, born in 1850 and died in 1919, was an American writer. She is best known for her poems, which are written in simple English and convey optimism and cheer. Some of her famous poems include Worthwhile, The Winds of Fate, The Voice of the Voiceless, and Solitude, which contains the famous lines, Love and the world loves with you, weep and you weep alone. Wilcox also penned her autobiography titled The World's and I. Now, before the poem begins, the poet, she is asking us, if you were told that you have to make 3 wishes in your life, what would your wishes be? Write down your wishes. Now let us get started with the poem. Stanza 1. Do you wish the world were better? Let me tell you what to do. Set a watch upon your actions. Keep them always straight and true. Now, in the first paragraph, the poet says that if we wish the world were a better place to live in, she would tell us what to do. We must keep an eye on our actions and ensure that it is honest and true. In short, we can make this world we live a better place. Then we should not keep any bad thoughts in our mind, like harming others or spoiling someone's name. Stanza 2. Do you wish the world were wiser? Well, suppose you made a start by accumulating wisdom in the scrapbook of your heart. Now, here, in the second stanza, the poet tells us that we can make the world wiser if we want. And it should start in ourselves, okay? We should be the one who should start it. And how do we do it? By gathering wisdom. Now, in the third line, you can see accumulating. Accumulating means collecting or gathering, okay? So, how can we start? How can we start to make the world wiser? By gathering wisdom. Now, here, you must be wondering, how do we gather wisdom, or how do we collect wisdom? Well, we can collect wisdom in our hearts, okay? Our hearts, which is like a scrapbook. You know what's a scrapbook? Like a book. It's a kind of notebook where we collect pictures or personal details of our close friends, families, right? So our heart is like a scrapbook, okay? In which we have to keep good and noble thoughts. All right. So we can collect wisdom by keeping good thoughts and noble thoughts in our hearts. Stanza 3. Do not waste one page on folly. Live to learn and learn to live. If you want to give man knowledge, you must get it ere you give. Now, here in the third stanza, the poet says that so the scrapbook in our heart, okay, the scrapbook which we have in our heart, we should not waste even a single page of the scrapbook. on doing foolish things. We we should live only to learn. Okay, the only purpose for us is to we should live only to learn and learn how to live. If you want to give knowledge to our fellow beings, if you want to give knowledge, if you want to impart wisdom, then what we must do, first of all, we must obtain the knowledge. Okay, we must obtain it. In short, we should learn to be wise and acquire knowledge before we share it with our fellow beings. Stanza 4. Do you wish the world was happy? Then remember, day by day, just to scatter seeds of kindness as you pass along the way. Now, in the fourth paragraph, the poet says, if we wish the world to be happier, then we must remember to do little acts of kindness each day, okay, as we move forward on our path of life. That means each day we live, every day we have to do little acts of kindness, okay. So in the, we can how by scatter. So the poet has mentioned to scatter means to spread little seeds of kindness as we move along our life. The last stanza. For the pleasure of the many are oft times traced to one, as the hand that plants an acorn shelters armies from the sun. Now here, the last stanza says that very often we find that very often the source of the good things we enjoy, the source, the place from where we get the good things or we enjoy the good things, it can be from one person. A single person's effort can make a big difference. If one person does a good thing, then many people are benefited. So here they have given an example, like if if one hand plants an acorn, a seeds of a corn, then shelters of army, that means armies, that means army means lots of people, okay, many people, okay, many people gets shelter from the sun. Are you getting me? So here, in short, the last paragraph talks about if we want to make this world a happier place, then we should be kind in our actions, as our little acts of kindness can make many people happy and spread joy all around us. So, students, that is what we have for today. I hope you are clear with the poem. In the next slide, you would find the assignment for today. Complete it on time and submit it, okay? Thank you all.